Brittney Griner is unjustly sentenced to jail in Russia for a small offense like having cannabis oil in her possession. Not even in her possession, in her luggage or something. And she received 9 years prison sentence. But what about the CBC, Congressional Black Congress? Are they using all of the so-called power? Are they so-called powers fictitious? It's not even real power. It's a sham. Look what happened about the Congressional Black Congress. There's a black woman running for Congress in Indiana against a white Republicans. You know, the Congressional Black Congress donated $5,000 to the black woman's opponent, a Democrat, because he's a Democrat. So CBC is a sham. Their power is fictitious. It's an illusion of power. They are no good. And look what Kanye West, his money, the billions of dollars he had, almost vanished overnight. They stripped him of over $1 billion because of a statement he made. So they strip him of a billion. Who else did they ever do that to for making a statement? And then they are laughing at the athletes who dropped Kanye West, his endorsement of him. They just split from being managed by his Donna Sports. And the Caucasian is laughing at that. Like they have a thrill, sexual excitement, all in their loans, because of the black athlete, who because of a statement Kanye reportedly made about so-called Jews, a couple of athletes standing with two white people for a little bit of change. In fact, Jews, the word letter J didn't begin until a few hundred years ago. Letter J, so there weren't no Jews, or Judah, or Joseph, or John, or Jesus, or Jacob even. So you all been under an illusion as far as power go. You see how the money is an illusion. They can strip it from you, and the athletes bowing down like dogs with tails between their legs, bowing down, afraid to lose any little bit of money. Now, if they have the basics, food, clothing, and shelter, that should be enough for a real man or woman. But they want a little more. They want a little better car. So just for that, they lose their soul, become like a dog bowing down to his master. That's why we have to separate and have our own nation with our own real power. Soul power. That's what we need, soul power. There's no brotherhood between black Americans and whites, and it can never be. So don't fall for the illusion, the fake power of politics.